I handed over my entire financial life to an artificial intelligence for 30 days. No, this isn't the start of a sci-fi movie. I actually let an AI manage my budget, my investments, and even my daily spending. The results? Well, let's just say they were not what I expected. For years, I've been managing my money the old-fashioned way. Spreadsheets, budgeting apps I forget to update, and a whole lot of guesswork. I'd save a little, spend a little, and always wonder if I was doing it right. But with all the hype around AI, I started to think, could a machine do it better? Could an algorithm, free from emotional spending and impulse buys, truly optimize my financial health? There was only one way to find out. So, I set up the experiment. The first step was choosing the right tools. I didn't use just one app. I created a system of AI-powered platforms. One for budgeting and tracking expenses, which connected directly to my bank accounts. Another for investing, using a robo-advisor to manage a small portfolio. And finally, a savings app that used algorithms to analyze my spending and automatically transfer small, almost unnoticeable amounts of money into a savings account. I gave them access, set my financial goals like saving for a down payment and boosting my retirement fund, and then I stepped back. I promised myself I would follow the AI's recommendations, no matter how weird they seemed. The first week was strange. My AI budgeter immediately flagged my daily coffee habit. It sent me a notification, "You've spent $45 on coffee this week. Redirecting this amount to your high-yield savings account could earn you X amount over a year." Ouch. It felt a little judgmental, but it was right. So, I started making coffee at home. The AI also started categorizing my spending with ruthless efficiency. It knew the difference between groceries and eating out, between necessary subscriptions and the ones I forgot I even had. It even questioned a fun money purchase I made, suggesting I could have put that towards my investment goal instead. It was like having a super logical, slightly annoying accountant in my pocket 24/7. The investment side was even more hands-off. The robo-advisor asked me about my risk tolerance and my goals, and then it just did its thing. It bought a mix of ETFs and bonds, automatically rebalancing when the market shifted. I used to spend hours agonizing over which stocks to buy, but the AI just handled it. I'll admit, it was nerve-wracking to give up that control. I kept checking the portfolio, especially on days the market was down, but the AI just stayed the course. Unemotional and steady. The real magic, though, happened with the automatic savings app. It would analyze my cash flow, and when it saw I had a little extra, it would squirrel away $5 here, $10 there. It was so subtle, I barely noticed the money was gone. It was like finding money in your winter coat, except it was happening all the time, automatically. At the end of week 2, I checked the account, and I was shocked to see over $200 had been saved without me even trying. This was a game changer. I was saving money I didn't even realize I had. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Around the 3rd week, the AI system hit a snag. I had a large, one-time expense, a car repair. My budgeting app went into high alert. It saw a huge outflow of cash and started sending me frantic notifications about being over budget. It didn't understand the context that this was an emergency, not a shopping spree. I had to manually go in and recategorize the expense and assure the AI that I wasn't about to go broke. It was a good reminder that while AI is smart, it still lacks human understanding and context. It can't tell the difference between a crisis and a splurge without your input. This also brought up a bigger point about trust. To make this work, you have to feed the AI good data. If you hide transactions or miscategorize things, the system's recommendations will be completely off. It's a partnership. You provide the honest data, and the AI provides the logical analysis. You can't cheat the system and expect good results. It really forced me to be more mindful and honest about every single dollar I spent. So, after 30 days, what were the final results? Let's break it down. On the savings front, I saved 43% more than my monthly average. That's huge. The combination of cutting back on small, unnecessary expenses, thanks. Coffee Police and the automatic micro savings made a massive difference. On the investment side, my small portfolio saw a modest gain, but more importantly, it was managed without any of my emotional decision-making. I didn't panic sell during a dip, and I didn't have to spend hours researching. The AI handled it all. But the biggest surprise wasn't the numbers on the screen. The biggest change was in my mindset. Before, I felt a constant, low-level anxiety about money. Was I saving enough? Was I spending too much? After a month with the AI, that anxiety was gone. I had a clear picture of where my money was going. I had a system working for me in the background, optimizing my finances 24/7. It freed up so much mental energy. Instead of worrying about every little purchase, I could trust that the system was keeping me on track toward my bigger goals. So, will I continue to let AI run my finances? The answer is a definite yes, but with a human touch. I'm keeping the automatic savings and the robo-advisor. They are incredibly powerful tools for building wealth passively. I'm also keeping the budgeting app, but I'll be the one in the driver's seat, using its data as a guide, not as a strict set of rules. The car repair incident taught me that my own judgment is still essential. The takeaway here isn't that you should blindly hand over your life to a robot. It's that these AI tools can be amazing co-pilots on your financial journey. They can automate the tedious stuff, provide data-driven insights, and help you overcome the emotional biases that so often derail our financial plans. By combining the logical power of AI with our own human wisdom and goals, we can build a much stronger financial future. If you're feeling overwhelmed by your finances, I highly recommend exploring some of these tools. Start small. Try an automatic savings app or a budgeting tool. See how it feels. You might be surprised at how much of a difference it can make. This experiment completely changed how I think about money, and I think it could do the same for you. Thanks for watching me on this 30-day journey. If you found this interesting or helpful, give this video a like and subscribe for more experiments like this one. Let me know in the comments if you've ever used an AI finance tool and what your experience was. I'd love to hear about it. See you in the next one.